it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticing.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
McFarland running out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Push him back. Check 50. Check 50.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53.
53-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And over the middle, this is Parker. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You must be dreaming.
A first down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, McFarland. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Running with McFarland. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a second and 8 forthcoming. On second down now, McFarland. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mariota to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Cameron Johnston.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And
that was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
Allen, so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. Now a run with McFarland. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 67 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Allen hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Allen. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DJ Moore, 51 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Mariota. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 24-yard line.
Mariota on first down. They get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
Mariota.
No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
At the Panthers.
And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll move the chains. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Marr able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rosa set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
On
second and inches, Mariota. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step
From the gun, Mariota. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Mix the score, Steelers 27, Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Panther first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They've got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Greer. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, But I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing is Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 34. Panthers.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off play action, Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, one set. Cut 19, cut 19. 54. That's right, baby, they don't want it. Right there. 50.
They're going to go. It's Greer. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 57 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 79 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
On for the extra point.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Third and 2, Greer. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Out of the gun, Greer. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, McFarland. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Tackle made at the 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
4 brings up 4th down and 1.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
40-yard line. An 8-yard pickup.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Bound to lose one. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try the air now with Greer. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. A play fake. Now Greer to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating in the red zone now, Greer. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Greer. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay there.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Panthers 16. Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they will take a knee here.
Check by 21. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
And they take a knee.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.